Hello again, guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm Luna Jade, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be talking about, how I mentioned crystals before and how each of them has their own power. This is not going to be a specific subject this time, but I feel like this would be a perfect time to show you guys and talk about clearing and the cleansing and all that stuff and charging and all that stuff that you guys have heard of. So, I am not going into details about what each crystal does and what each crystal is. This is more a general conversation about that points out how to charge your crystals. Now, I want you all to have in mind that not all crystals charge the same way, or not all crystals are, they're not all cleansed the same way, and I'll be more specific when I talk about that. So, let's take as an example selenite. Selenite is very, very sensitive to water, and I don't suggest you clearing it or putting it in. I've seen atrocities online. So I saw somebody put a selenite slab in a bowl of water once to charge it with the moon water, and I'm like, no, that's a perfectly good piece of selenite. So we have to be very careful on how we go about this, because it is very important to take care of our crystals. They're our energies. They help us. They aid us in our work. So, mainly all stones, the majority, I feel like all of them actually, are great charge in the moonlight, especially on the full moon. So, the way it works is, the way I do it is, if I want to bring new things to my life, if I'm going to start working with a stone for the very first time, or I want to develop something with a stone and manifest with a stone, I put it outside in the moonlight, or on the new moon, which is no moonlight at all, but you let them out and you let them absorb that, the change of the moon. That being said, those stones work the best when it comes to manifestations and you developing new spells and stuff like that. So that would be very, very great for that. There's different kinds of ways of charging. So you can charge by burying them in the ground. Not all are good for this. You can charge them by the new moon, the full moon. You can charge them by selenite. I have a selenite slab that I place my stones temporarily on, and it just charges them, because selenite is known for its charging qualities and its amplification qualities. So that's always good. Let's talk more about raising your stone's vibrations or charging them. So it is said that, well, it's not said, it's known fact that stones come from the earth, obviously. So it's a part of Mother Nature. It's a part of Earth. So it contains that vibration, that energy that Gaia gives to them, because it's part of her. So that being said, we all know that the majority of the times you can grab a stone and you can feel like the tingling, or you can feel a strange vibration in your hands, and you're like, oh, what's this? So, especially if you're very sensitive to this. I usually, on contact, I feel how powerful the stone is and what it can do for me. We're not all going to work with stones. Maybe you don't like working with stones. Maybe you don't even feel connected to certain stones, but to those who do, which is, I would say, me, we should know these things. So there's certain stones as well that for charging, they are safe for the sunlight. But then again, this is very important for you to look up so you can take care of your stones. For example, the clear quartz. Clear quartz is absolutely safe to charge in the sun. Actually, it's more recommended to charge this in the sun. The clear quartz can be buried in the ground as well, and it's safe. For quartz based, usually it's okay to place them underground, but basically what I'm trying to say is that once you place them underground, it makes that connection with Gaia and shares its vibration. So once you're done with a stone and you need a recharge or you feel like it's heavy and it's not working its purpose, you can definitely, if it's safe for the stone, you got to look up the safety of the exposure to the stone. You bury it, leave it there for 24 hours, and dig it back up, and boom, voila. You have a completely charged and grounded stone. So, particularly in my case, what I tend to do as well is I cleanse my stone. This is for cleansing. This is something completely separate, but this is the next subject. For cleansing your stones, it is very, very appropriate to use salt. You can use moon water if it's safe for the stone to get wet. You can use incense. You can put it over incense and make sure the smoke clears it out, and just put your energy and intention into the stone. For there's other ways of charging as well, which you don't necessarily have to do, but this is one that I usually do myself, and I am very, very connected to that way because it's a part of, you can actually feel the vibration of what you're doing. So I use singing bowls, and in the next video, I will show you what or how I charge my stones. So I just place them around. I can't place all my stones around the bowl, obviously, because there's a lot and not all are going to fit. But what I usually do is I surround my stones, surround my singing bowl with my stones, and first I cleanse with a sage bundle that I made from my backyard. I tend to have a lot, and just clear all the stones out, and then by the time I'm done doing it clockwise, not counterclockwise. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm used to saying widdershins. So widdershins is counterclockwise. Widdershins is for banishing. So I go counterclockwise in order to dispel and banish negative energies, negative forces, negative intentions that are engraved into the stones themselves. So after that's done, I clockwise, I give my my singing bowl a little cleansing as well, give it a little boost of energy. So then, as soon as I'm done with the cleansing, I can begin. So in the next video, I'm going to show you more on how I do so. But first, I want you guys to know that I'm not telling you to go out and get a singing bowl. This is just a demonstration of how I charge and cleanse them. And that's how I do it. So if you feel most comfortable with taking it out in the moonlight or burying it under the ground or sprinkling it with consecrated water or anything like that, then you, by all means, you're free to do so. Remember, this is a very open practice, and you basically could do as much as you want. And we learn by error. So with that being said, here's a clip. Alright, so as you guys saw, I cleansed first with my sage and the smoke and cleared out, banished the negative energy, banished the heaviness, all that junk stuck in my stones themselves, and they feel a lot more recharged, and they feel a lot vibrations feel a lot let's say potent. That's what I'm meaning to say. So, um, after all that is done, like it's just a feel that you want to get. Like you grab your stone, you make sure that you connect with your stone and feel that this is the way it should feel. So you get each stone is different, and you get a different vibration out of each of them. Let's just say this right here is blue calcite. Blue calcite is good for sleep and many other things, but it gives you a calm feel. So this is the feel that you have to get. This is the feel that you should get with blue calcite. It helps with sleep. It helps with dreams. It's very positive and calming stone. And that's how it should feel. It shouldn't feel heavy. It shouldn't feel that it makes you jittery. It shouldn't feel like anything like that. It should feel like something calming. So that's how I know that my stones are cleared and they're ready to go for use. So this was a very short video, and I'm very thankful for you guys being here with me and just listening to all my little discussions. I'm very, very grateful if you guys would like and subscribe my channel. There's on the bottom description, there's also a link to my Facebook group. And thank you so much, you guys. Blessed be.